Hi everyone, in today's class we'll see how to copy of an object. Means how you need to copy data from one object to another object, right? So basically guys, if you want to make it understood what are the different ways of copying an object, let me go with an example so that you can get clear idea. So I will try to create a class where this class is responsible for to execute all the code. So let me try to take I am trying to say example checking. It is a class name where this class is responsible for to execute all the main code. So main method is there here. Shift F to format the code. And I am trying to take one more class where this class is responsible for certain data, right? So the data is let me take some height, or so it is related to a kind of person, right? So let me call the class name as person, where this person contains two kind of data members. One is height, another one is something like section. Okay, fine, good. So now can I able to create object for the person class? Yes. So person p equal to new person. I have created object for the person class. Now can I able to set the data? Person dot section equal to, let me call the section as 5, and let me take the height as 6 feet, right? So means I have created object so far, so which means I have created object. Now my requirement is I want to copy the object p into some other object, right? Which means I want to copy data of 5 comma 6 into another object. How I am going to do that? That is what my point. So simply can I create something like let me call person p1 equal to new person. I am going to create new object, and in this new object I am trying to set certain data. P1 dot section equal to, can I say p dot section? What I am trying to do, I am simply moving into the first object p, that value I am going to take in, and I am trying to copy into the second object. Can I do it or not? P1 dot height equal to p dot height. That's it. Then if I am trying to print its values, system.out.println of p1 and system.out.println of actual values is p. These are copied values plus p1, right? Let me execute it. So you are going to get, I think, some addresses. So to get the actual values, I am going to override toString method. So for source, generate toString method. Yes. Now if I execute it, you are going to get actual person values are height 6, section 5, and height 6 and section 5 copied values also. This is also kind of copying mechanism or not? Yes. This kind of mechanism will call it as deep copy. Means I am simply diving into each and every value of the object and I am going to copy it. I am going to copy it, right? That is what we call it as deep copy. Means in this particular procedure we are going to spend lot of time. We are going to spend lot of time in order to copy each and everything, right? So for this reason we are going to go for another kind of procedure, so that might be understood easily, right? So what is the meaning of this one? Here I am trying to simply mark some kind of reference copy. Person p equal to p. What is the meaning of this one? Here I am simply copying reference, so that whenever some changes are going to be happen in the p object, those changes are going to be automatically updated in the p2 object also, right? Now if I print system dot sysout of copied values through this kind of copy, I can call it as shallow copying plus p2. Try to observe, you will get those values as it is. Through shallow copy you are going to get this, right? Which means here I just made some kind of copying the references, which means I can call it as shallow copy. Means There are two types of copying mechanism we have seen. One is deep copy, another one is shallow copy. Shallow copy means simply copying the references. The problem with here is whatever the changes that we are going to do, all those changes going to be happen in the P2 also, but not vice versa. And another way is we can go with in point one, object cloning. Object clone. So to clone the object, in there is a class called object class is there. In the object class we have a method called clone method is there, right? So something like if I say person p3 equal to, I want to clone the object p, right? The object is p. So I can simply call p dot clone. P dot clone. Right? This is what you can call object cloning. But here the thing is, clone is a kind of a method which is available in object class. Object class contains clone method. But here one point is there. If everybody allows to clone the data, if everybody allows to clone the object, then data might be used by everyone, right? Data might be used by everyone. That is the reason they are not allowed to access, or they are not allowed to use the clone method directly, right? So this is a kind of restriction or not? This kind of restriction they made it using the concept of marker interfaces. So in the earlier video I have explained what is the meaning of marker interfaces, right? So to get the permission of the using of the clone method, we need to have a marker interface. What is that marker interface means? That marker interface is clonable interface. Implements clonable. That's it, right? If you are going to use the clonable marker interface, we will get the permission to use the clone method. But this clone method is actually a kind of protected method, guys. Protected method in object class. So that is the reason what you have to do now. You have to override it first. So I will go with source, override the method. So clone method is there, which I would like to override. That's it. So now you can able to clone it. So here you are going to get some kind of error. So type mismatch cannot convert object to person, right? So clone method is going to return the object. So but here we are trying to make it into object what? Person object. So I have to cast it once again. Cast. Unhandled exception, clone not support exception. So you can just declare throws. If any kind of problem, it is going to throws clone not supported exception. Now if I am going to print sys out of cloning data through clone method. So guys, here you can able to create a cloning directly, but trying to clone is going to be, if everybody is going to be used, that will be the problem for us. That's why they made restriction by using the clonable marker interface. So that you can able to restrict the accessing of the clone method. Now if I am going to execute this one, yes, so clone data through clone method, person height 6 and section 5. Like this you can able to copy the object from one object to another object. Means here we have seen three kind of cloning mechanisms. One is copying mechanism, one is deep copy. I am trying to copy the entire everything from depth directly. Another one is shallow copy. I am going to just make references. And third one is cloning mechanism using the clone method. Okay, fine. This is the way you can able to copy an object from one object to another object. Hope you understood clearly. Thank you.